What's going on, Twitter Cruikshank here with some more time to inspire the community about salvation. I'm still hanging out in the area of psychology pertaining to earlier where I was hanging out in the area of psychology where we have the optic lobes of birds are found to be greater than the optic lobes of the human eye. So the avian eye, the avian um, eye were found is the optic lobes are larger than the optic lobes of the human eye. In continuance, allowing at some spirituality, there is where spirituality teaches from the Christian perspective that the eyes are a gift to us humans, and the ears also is a gift to us humans. Further things along here, there is where we find the birds and thoughts of the eagle in particular, where feathers covers the outside of the outer ears of the eagle. So the bird's ear, the eagle, has feathers that covers the outer ear. This goes over into what a disadvantage to say. My human spirit, immediately after sound of that, when I say that to retain it for self when I'm studying it, my human spirit registers that to say in particular, where there is, what a disadvantage to say to come to the ear and not able to enter it, right? To say you have feathers that covers um, the outer ear. Now, going over into testimonial is when I present there at the beginning of my journey education, spirituality takes me to enter into my ear, right? Brings me to enter into my ear. And when getting to my ear, I was able to go right into my ear because it was nothing blocking the entrance to give thought to the eagle's ear, have feathers blocking the entrance that then takes things over into what a disadvantage. Continuing at allowing novelty to bring therapeutic. In psychology, we study where novel brings across therapeutic or will help the therapeutic to come across, or just psychology using novel to bring therapeutic across. Goes over into the Wonder Woman, where ego represents Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman represents the eagle. In continuance, I find this is like Wonder Woman and the Batwing character to say where Batwing he's backing up uh, Wonder Woman to say Wonder Woman from the Justice League, Batwing from the Justice League to say working at the illustration. And to put it like that, so because bats come along, and what bats do is they circumvent around this disadvantage over into the area of enlargement or enlarging to say where think of bat ears, right? um, and so where there's an opportunity to say with the bats coming along or a bat coming along and circumventing around this disadvantage where it's kind of like canceling that things that is a disadvantage in the first place. To say first, Wonder Woman was on the scene, and then Batwing made manifest to like back her up, right? And then it make it manifest to back her up because while she's already on the scene manifested, there is like what a disadvantage that eagles have their outer ears covered up by feathers and stuff. And so the circumventing that's brought when Batwing makes manifest, and then to grab Spat, circumventing around it, going around it, say going around the disadvantage, where it's like it's not a disadvantage at all. That likes put things in the opening sequence to say carrying out the novelty where we find the character Batwing, novel character Batwing, when first going into the vault, Luke first goes into the vault to install himself or applicate himself within the Batwing battle suit, safe suit, smart suit, um, and don't so much say that then to circle around in one particular footage in particular, but just to grasp that the understanding, the comprehending, where you have the eagle and the outer ears covered up by with feathers, and to say the eagle was already manifested on the scene. Let's say Wonder Woman represents the eagle; she was already manifested on the scene, and in our history was she was already known and already created before the Batwing character was created. So to say, then he was created years and years and years later after she was created, made manifested on the scene, and like backed her up, pertaining to the eagle she always have represented, and where the eagle feathers is covering up the outer ear. That's concluded to say by the external, or just concluded that, like, man, what a disadvantage. Batwing comes along and circumvents around it, as backing Wonder Woman up to say, no, that's not a disadvantage with us two here. With us two here. All right, I found this interesting. I thought I'd present and continue my studies in the area of psychology, hanging out in the area of the eyes, where spirituality from the Christian perspective presents that the eyes are a gift to us humans, and then hanging out in the area of the ears here, where our ears are also a gift to us. All right, blessed presentation, Lord. Let do what you may need to do, what you may want it to do. In your son Jesus' name, I thank you for the able to see. We thank you for it. All right, y'all. Until next time, Terrell, T. Crookshanks, and peace and gone.